Okay, we have a Craftsman LT1000 riding lawnmower here, and what I'm going to show you today is how I converted it to propane. I acquired this unit at no cost because it couldn't run no more. The owner had left it for about a year and a half with ethanol-laden gasoline in it, and couldn't get it started no more, and so he gave it to me to see if I could fix it. Upon opening the carburetor, discovered the carburetor components, the brass and aluminum components, to be severely damaged as a result of water condensation due to the ethanol gasoline and the separation of the ethanol gasoline in the gasoline. Anyways, the carburetor was essentially ruined, requiring a new carburetor to repair the unit. So instead of spending that kind of money just to have the problem reoccur the next time it was left for any period of time with ethanol-laden gas in it, I went ahead and converted to propane. So let's see how that was done. Simply took the propane cylinder off of my gas grill here, and went down to Lowe's Home Improvement and purchased a standard little regulator there from just so I guess it's about $15 hose. See here, just used a standard gas brass ball valve, and then the hose goes down here. Let me go ahead and open the hood up here, and as you can see, right down here. Now on the intake manifold, you can see where the hose comes up in there. There was a little nipple sticking down there. I don't know why it was there, but anyways it was, and I just drilled it and threaded it so I could thread right up in there. And so you can see that it goes into the intake manifold and bypasses the carburetor completely. There's the gas tank right there. The carburetor is completely bypassed. The propane is injected straight into the intake manifold of the system, totally bypassing. So anyways, how does this system work? Well, if you notice here that the ball valve is already open, it is in the correct position for maximum performance. It took a little adjusting to find the exact right position where it allowed the correct amount of gas to propane to flow through. You can see here that the throttle is in about 3/4 position. The throttle is still usable, but it is to control the airflow, not the flow of gas. So to get the right mixture, you have to adjust the throttle for air, the ball valve right there, and once you've got them set, you don't really have to worry about it no more. You're just going to turn the gas on and then start it, and it's going to be running at maximum performance, one speed basically. So, you know, which is what you want to run at anyways. So here is the unit. You can see it here. To start it, the engine doesn't really like to start just on the propane. What I do is I'll just crack open the valve a little bit on the bottle, and then I'll close it again, and I'll turn the engine over with the key, and then once it starts to run, then I'll open the valve on the bottle, and it'll be running just fine. If you just leave the valve open, it's hard to start for some reason. A little bit too much propane going through. So that's how I started. I'll demonstrate to you the starting process. I'm going to go ahead and set this camera down here, put it on the tripod. So go ahead and get on it. Clutch in. I'll crack open the valve a little bit to turn it off, and then crank. As you can see, I can just start it right up, no problem. I crank open the valve, turn it off, crank it till it fires, then open the valve, and it runs just fine. And so I'm going to start the unit, start it up, and I'm going to mow this field over here. Let me show you how this is done. So I have a field here, As you can see, it's quite a pretty tall grass. And I'm going to mow. It's probably 24 inches tall, pretty high weeds there. So I'm going to mow through it and show you how this thing works and show it. I've been using this lawnmower like this for probably a year and a half. I've mowed my lawn, which is about 4 acres. I've mowed it multiple times. I can mow about 8 acres on a single full cylinder of propane, 20-pound cylinder. So about every 2 times I mow my lawn, I have to change the cylinder out, and I think that's pretty good. So anyways, I'll demonstrate and then go mow some here for you. So you can see how it works. You can look there, the area I mowed. You see that it actually did a pretty good job. And that's how easy it is to do that. There might be a lot of people that are going to watch this video and come up and try to say that this is not the right way this should be done, that there are other ways, and you know, there are many ways to do this. There are some very complicated, expensive ways you can do it. But all I have to say to those is that it's hard to argue with success. Yeah, are there better ways to do this? Probably. Are there more expensive ways? Probably. But I've been using this lawnmower to mow this 4 acres for a year and a half now, multiple times a year. I put probably 4 or 5 propane cylinders through it already. Not had a problem. It mows like, has plenty of power, powers through grass that's 24 inches tall with no problem. So yeah, there's probably more expensive, and there's probably some additional safety features, but you can't get any safer than turning the propane tank off, which is the only way to stop it on this. You turn the propane tank off, you have no more danger. So you got to use a little wisdom, a little common sense. Hopefully there's still some Americans out there with some common sense and some individual responsibility. But this is definitely a successful way you can convert a gasoline-powered riding lawnmower to propane simply for very minimal cost and without any super expertise to do it. So take it or leave it. This is one way that you can do it.